So for chapter 16, we have law and business associations. Starts off with a sole proprietorship, which is a business owned by one person who has sole control or over management and profits. Partnership is a voluntary association of two or more persons formed to carry on a business as co-owners for profit. General partnership is a partnership in which management responsibilities and profits are divided among the partners, and all partners have unlimited personal liability for the partnership's debts. Winding up, the process of completing all unfinished transactions, paying off outstanding debts, distributing assets, and dividing remaining profits after a partnership has been terminated or dissolved. Talks a little bit about limited partnerships. It's a partnership that has one general power who is responsible for managing the business, and one or more limited partners who invest in the partnership but do not participate in its management, and whose liability is limited to the amount of capital they contribute. Joint stock company is a partnership agreement in which members of the company own shares that are transferable, but all goods are held in the name of the members who assume partnership liability. Syndicate is an investment group that privately agrees to come together for the purpose of financing a large commercial project that none of the syndicate members could finance alone. So that'd be kind of like a bunch of people getting together and buying like a baseball team or something, like a professional baseball team. Franchising is a commercial agreement between a party that owns a trade name or trademark, and a party that sells or distributes goods or services using that trade name or trademark. So that was pretty much it for chapter 16. Just kind of gets us into the general idea. So we move on to chapter 17, which is the second half of law and business associations. Starts off tells us what a corporation is, which we all know. Then gives several examples of corporations. Like a closely held corporation is a corporation whose stock is not traded on the national security exchanges but is privately held by a small group of people. Privately held corporations, a corporation whose stock is not traded on the national securities exchange but is privately held by a small group of people. Multinational corporation is a corporation whose production, distribution, ownership, and management span several nations. Talks about subchapter corporations. So the subchapter S corporation is a business that is organized like a corporation, but under IRC. Subchapter S is treated like a partnership for tax purposes so long as it abides by certain restrictions pertaining to stock, shareholders, and affiliations. Then subchapter C corporation is a corporation that organizes and operates as a domestic business, but for the tax purposes is treated like a partnership. Bonds, which are long-term loans secured by a line or mortgage on corporate assets. A secure bond is a type of bond secured by the issuer's pledge of a specific asset. A convertible bond is a bond that can be exchanged at a fixed rate or another type of security. Talks about stock. Common stock is a class of stock that entitles its owner to vote for the corporation's board of directors, receive dividends, and participate in the net assets upon liquidation of the corporation. Preferred stock is a class of stock that entitles its owner to special preferences relating to either dividends or the distribution of assets. A stock warrant is a document authorizing its holder to purchase a stated number of shares of stock at stated price, usually for a stated period of time, may be freely traded. A proxy is a document by which shareholders or a publicly held company can transfer its rights to a vote, shareholders meeting to a security party. Business judgment rule is a rule that says that corporate officers and directors are not liable for honest mistakes of business judgment. And a limited liability company is a hybrid corporation partnership similar to the subchapter S corporation, but with far fewer restrictions. So that's basically it for the two chapters. Pretty much similar ideas in both. 17 just went into a lot more detail. Sorry I'm talking so quietly. Big sinus infection, and it's about 12:45 in the morning, so hope you are all being safe and have have a good rest of your week.